Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the persuasive, the vivacious, the extraordinary Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, that's right. Yukon SuckIt. Tell your mama. So anyways, I am broadcasting to you from my my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck that I put together myself. Sorta. I've called it Dark Goblins. So the deal is, I was thinking, man, we're getting pretty long in the tooth for this particular meta season here. We're still kind of waiting around till September for the rotation to come, and every deck out there is pretty much just every deck that's out there. I said, maybe I should start playing my my theory of 50-50, which is where you take like half of one deck and you smash it together with the half of another deck. It comes from some other game I played, which I always thought was way too much like Magic cards. But yeah, they have like, aliens and robots, and you smash them together and you play them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take some mono decks and I'm just going to smash them together 50-50 is what I'm going to do. I didn't quite do that, but what I did is I took a mono red Goblin, which I love. And the only problem I hate about mono red Goblin is that you really can't do much to it because it's mono red Goblin, and you just play mono red Goblin. And so then what I did is I stripped out everything that wasn't specifically a Goblin, and I put in pretty much like mono black control to a certain degree. So at this point, it's no longer mono anything. It's now RAKDOS. But it's not specifically a good RAKDOS blend. And by that, I mean like trying to find ways of making the black and the red work together. In this case, it's pretty much just about mono red Goblin doing mono red Goblin stuff. And then mono blue black control coming in and controlling things in a very mono black kind of way. So let's take a look at the cards that are in the deck. We'll talk about them a little bit, and then we'll go see how well this thing does. At the low end, we've got Bloodchief's Thirst, because like I've said, I think this is probably the best, black control card that there is right now. Because right now in this meta, there is so much low-end mana creatures that grow out of control, aka Generous Visitor. That guy can get super big. The other one, Voice of the Blessed, but they're only 1s and 2 for mana cost. So no matter how big they get, you can kill them for 1 black mana. That is great. And the other thing that's good about it is that, you can take out Planeswalkers. And then, if you start getting things out there you don't like, dragons, Titans of Industry, you can kill them for 4 mana. And you only need 2 black and then 2 colorless to be able to kill them. So Bloodchief's Thirst is a grower who is also a shower. We got Clawing Torment. Now, okay, so there's probably a lot better cards I could put in, but I'll tell you why. This actually does dovetail with my theory for what's great about mono red Goblins. So I happen to really love this card, even though it doesn't get a whole lot of play out there, because it costs you 1. You got to put it on some other creature, and you can put it on an artifact or creature. And as long as Enchanted Permanent is a creature, it gets -1, and cannot block. Enchanted Permanent has at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. So how does this dovetail with the Goblins? Well, what I love about it is the fact that you put it on some other creature. Sure, it gets -1. I like that. That's fine. I prefer to put it on something that's not going to die because of it. And the thing is, it can't block, because one of the problems I really hate is you get out your Goblins, but your Goblins are on the weenie side there. So you're just hoping to really just get as much damage in as early as possible. And problem is, as soon as they put out something with a butt on it, then guess what? Your creatures can't get through anymore. But this card makes it so they cannot block. That's what I like about this card, is it makes it so they cannot block. Your creatures can continue to get in, and they'll continue to take damage once per turn. Kind of like the Relic Robber, how it gives them that relic and it gives them point of damage. This is the same kind of thing. It's essentially a Relic Robber. But then it also makes one of their creatures not being able to block. So even better, right? We got Fireblade Charger. And so this guy, as long as Fireblade has equipped, I don't have any equipment in this deck. It has haste. I did put some equipment in here when I was messing around at first, which was the black equipment that says that while this thing is attacking, it has Death Touch, because I thought, yeah, that's great. If I were to put Death Touch on this guy, everybody would avoid him like the plague. And then it also says that if it attacks alone, that the opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So that means you get life gain. So I'm not particularly saying that it's not a great card. I took it out so I could put Meathook Massacre in there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think that artifact has still got some goodness inside this deck. If I wanted to put a sideboard, I would have that artifact in there. I'm just not a sideboardy type person unless we need it. So anyways, Fireblade Charger. The good thing about him is that, he gets out for 1. He does 1 point of damage. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have his own haste. But when he dies, he deals damage equal to its power to any target. And we'll see later on why that's important. We got the Goblin Javelineer, who is a 1/1. This guy does have haste. When he becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature who's blocking it. Whatever, that's 1 point. Still, there's a lot of things right off the bat. This guy on the first turn is going to be a monster. Every turn after that, he's kind of out of his league. But still, he's in it for the fight, and I appreciate that. We got Feed the Swarm. Now, Feed the Swarm destroys target creature or enchantment. So that's the whole reason why this card's in here, is because this is an enchantment killer. And there's a lot of enchantments being played right now. So this gives you the kind of control that mono red never, ever gets. And so there you go. You have the ability to take out enchantments. You have to lose life for it, but whatevs, man. You got life. You don't care about your life, right? You're mono red. We got the Battle Cry Goblin. He's a 2/2 for 2. And then you got Goblin. What is this? You pay 2. Goblins you control get +1 and gain haste until the end. So you got nothing but Goblin creatures in here. Great. I just realized, we should have, no. I was going to say we should put the Bugbear land in here. Probably a couple of those would be good. I didn't put them in. But anyways, Battle Cry Goblin. All your goblins get +1/+0. So that gives it across the board. If you can get yourself a nice wide creature base, then you can give them all the +1, which is money, right? That's great. Plus he's got Pack Tactics. So whenever you attack with creatures totaling a power 6 or greater, you also create a 1/1 goblin who is tapped and attacking. We got Hobgoblin Captain. He comes out. He's a 3/1 for 2. Great. He does not have haste. That's unfortunate. But he also has Pack Tactics. And when he attacks, he gains first strike if you have total power 6 greater. We got the Meathook Massacre. So 2 blacks. You can put this thing out, at which point every creature that you control dies, the opponent loses life. Every time a creature an opponent control dies, you gain 1 life. So that's that tempo that we really, really, really need there. Even more so, you can use this to wipe the board. So if you see things are going, like someone's playing super fast, maybe you choke back on your creatures, right? And then you end up wiping the board, clearing the space for you to start smacking your guys out, and then go into Crazy Town. You just have to see how it plays. Ambitious Assault. So this is not normally inside a Goblin deck. It should be. It is great. I like it quite a bit. So we got for 3, creatures you control get +2/+0 until the end of the turn. If you get yourself a nice wide board, you can attack. You come in, people are like, yeah, whatever. He's just playing a suicide run. It is a suicide run because you're not getting anything for your toughness. But you're probably going to take out a bunch of their guys, which is fantastic. And if you got a Meathook Massacre, then it's even better for you. I don't think we have any trample action going on here. But even more so, maybe they'll just let things through. And then you Ambitious Assault. So there's lots of good things going on. Now, what I was telling you before about the Fireblade Charger is that both the Battle Cry Goblin and the Ambitious Assault will make the Fireblade Charger stronger. If you have the 2 of them together, that would be an additional +3, which makes this guy have 4 for power. If he dies, that means not only are you doing whatever damage you're doing, but you're also doing 4 extra damage from this guy. And he could do it to any target. So you could do it to any creature, you could do it to any planeswalker, you could do it to any player. So that's combo action there, baby. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. All other goblins get +1/+1, which means this guy now could be potentially like a 5 or something, right? Plus, if you're going to pop out a bunch of goblins all at one turn, you could use this guy. You tap, pay 1 red and tap him to deal damage equal to the number of goblins into the battlefield to any target. So to me, that seems kind of like a desperate move, the kind of thing you need to do if you really need to take out a creature. Or if you're being blocked or something, you can't make it through. That'll help out. We got the Hulking Bugbear, hasty 3/3 for 3. He's your the anchor on the end of your tug of war that's going to help bring it all together there. We got 10 lands, 13 snow-covered lands. Rounding up this deck, let's go check it out and see how well it does. All right, we're playing against Joe. All right, we'll keep it. Ooh, we got a long way to go. We got some creatures, though. I always keep decks when they have enough. As long as they have 3 lands in the hand, I get very excited. We'll just have to do a lot of killing. That's all I can say. What are you playing, Joe? There you go. All right. Well, I'll start off by putting a little creature out. We can kill the use the Bloodchief to take out the Generous Visitor on the next turn. Probably can try to load up on some enchantments now. We'll take out the Generous Visitor and stroll on in for a nice little chat. All right. We got a little bit more Bloodchiefy action here. I say I love that ambitious assault, though. Do them both, though. Do them both. Oh, you think you're tough? 3/3, huh? All right, so 2 and 2 and 1. That'll get us what we need, right? Okay, put this guy out. Let's go ahead and Bloodchief Thirst away. Do one of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. Take it on in. Hello there. What is that? 9, 13, 16? All right. What does it get here? Just +2, huh? And we win. Victory! All right, we're playing against Sleepy Donpan. Whatever a Donpan is, I'm not sure. 3 mana, just the way I like it. We'll keep it. Keep it. I love me a good Clawing Torment. All right, we're prepared. We're ready to do something egregious. We got a dude out. It's the only dude we got. Oh, 2 life. I can't handle that. Hulking Bugbear. All attack. The question is, should I kill it or should I just make it into a Clawing Torment? I'm thinking Clawing Torment. All right, let's double up with the black here for a second. Let's go ahead and Clawing Torment. And in we go. I'm going to save the Ambitious Assault for a surprise. Alright, we're done. What's nice is that extra point of damage. Right there. Gain 2 life again, huh? This guy's looking to bring some dragons back. What's nice about the Clawing Torment is they can't block at that point. So if saving the Ambitious Assault at this point, you know, because there's a dragon out, they can try to block. Be able to kill me a dragon as long as it has 5 or less for defense. He's trying. He's digging for something. This is a Reanimator deck if I've ever seen one. Oh yeah, he's going for it. He's going to pull one out. Velomachus. Nope. Not Velomachus. Unfortunately, that's life he's going to get. Got to work my way back across that one. All right. Suffer. There you go. I know what I'm keeping my hands on. Is that Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh, I just won. Here we go. I'll attack. Doo-doo-doo-doo! Good game. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. All right, playing against Hig. As in Higgs boson. Sure, it's the same dude. All right, 2 mana. Is that going to cut it for us? All right, we'll keep it. We got some action. What I like about Feed the Swarm is it's a black card that lets us take care of enchantments. All right, any of you guys hasty? Not in particular, so we'll put you out. Can't do a Bandit Lord. All right, we need another red mana, my friends. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 red mana, and we would be smoking it right now. That guy can help pop it too. That's why they're killing it. Black mana. All right. Well, let's see what we could do with an Ambitious Assault then at this point. We can win! That's what we can do! Winner, winner! Alright, we're playing against Eric 3. The grandson of Eric 1. We've got 3 mana, which is great. Alright, we're keeping it. Red. Touch the precious. Alright, this guy's playing blue. Rune Crab, alright. Death. There he goes. He's coming at me. All right. Let's Hobgoblin up, baby. Yeah, I was thinking I might have two little, swamps in here. So I have like 10 swamps versus 13 of the mountains. There we go. Let's go, Bandit Lord. This guy's trying to mill me. You got a bunch of mana there. That always and forever? Well, that just bites. I'm going to lose it. That's all there is to it. All right, we are done. We're not going to get anywhere. We haven't done any damage yet at all. Activate ability. This guy's going to be tricky. There it comes. All right. Well, at least we got our guys back. Yeah, with this deck, that might be a ton. What I got left? 2 cards. Okay, can I do it? Nah. Alright, so we can double up on the ambitious adults on this next turn. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We got milled. In my face! Defeat. Alright, 1-Eye 2244, also known as 1-Eye 2244. Keep it. Looks like we're going full on Goblin. I'm gonna turn out the lights. You're not giving me much to do. Alright, here we go. Hasty Goblin. All attack. All attack. We've got 1 red land out. All attack. We were certainly not getting any of the black that this deck has to offer. Everybody got out here is not very helpful. There's an hamster named Boo. Well, it'd be nice to get some more mana, though, wouldn't it? I tell you what, let's just go for it at this point. All in. That's a smart move. Space Turkey. Here comes the parade. Gain your 1 life. All right, there we go. There's up another black. I'd really like to get some direct damage for the Clawing Torment. That would be fantastic, huh? Neither of these guys are going to help out. All right, so we will just send them in. I should have popped this guy, shouldn't I? Let's activate his ability. That was some sneaky stuff. And we win! Woo! It looked like I was being tricksy. I was just being forgetful. Alright, so here we are with Dark Goblins. And I gotta say, I had fun. I had a lot of fun. Was it worth putting, getting rid of the red and putting in the black? And I think the answer to that is yes. I mean, it didn't really hinder me. There was only one time I felt like I wish I had another red land. I wanted to put out a Hulking Bugbear. I couldn't do it because I had, 2 swamps and 1 mountain or whatever. That was the only time I ever felt like, not playing mono red was a problem. But I don't think it really held me back. I mean, sure, that happens regularly. I had other things to do. The rest of the deck did totally well performing. Why did I like the mono black? What I like about it? Number 1, I think Meathook Massacre is fantastic in this deck because there comes a certain point where your creatures are unable to hold up against their creatures. The goblins only get so strong, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, right? They get up to like 3. Maybe you pump them up to maybe 4 a tiny bit because you got some hulking bandit lords or something, the Hobgoblin bandit lords. So therefore, they get out some strong guys. Your guys are going to die in any inclination. The Meathook Massacre, that's going to do an extra point of damage each time one of your dudes dies. And you got dudes to die. That's all there is to it. So so if you attack in, they're going to take at least as much damage as you have guys falling out there, right? I think Meathook Massacre is excellent for that situation. Feed the Swarm, being able to go after enchantments, great. Because, if they put out like a wedding invitation, last thing you need is a bunch of servers jumping out in front of your guys, one after another for a while, just being jerks about things. Clawing Torment, excellent, right? Because it says, as long as it's enchanted on that creature, it gets -1, -1, and cannot block. So that means they can't keep your guys from coming in. Sure, you're still going to take some damage, but you are about hasty speed, getting your dudes out there and doing that damage. You don't really care about what's coming to you. You're probably going to be okay. I mean, last I put Bloodchief's Thirst in there just because I wanted to have the ability to take out those early level creatures, and that's what that 1 black mana is going to do. And once we get up to 4 mana, we can take out anything. We were taking out dragons there, so SuckIt dragons. As usually something that mono red dragon decks, mono red decks can't take care of because they can only shoot for, whatever you could do. You got that one that could do up to 4 damage. That could take out a lot of dragons, but usually you're doing 2 or 3 points of damage. Usually you have to double up or whatever. And I got to say, I really appreciated Ambitious Assault because, you got, the Battle Cry Dragon, which gives your dudes +1/+0 and haste until the end of the turn. And this gives them all +2/+0 until the end of the turn. That gives them that extra bunch that people are not expecting. And it's across the board to all your dragons. And then even then, you got your Fireblade Charger that when it dies, because it probably will, it's going to be dealing then 3 points of damage on top of, after it dies there. So that's that final push. And you got your Fireblade Chargers giving you that extra shot. And you could do it to any target. 3 points, man. That is fantastic. Potentially 4 if you got it, doubled up on with the Battle Cry Goblin. So Yeah, I think this is great. I think this is a good situation in which my, 50-50 kind of deck idea sort of works out. So let's go ahead and rate it now. The question is this deck competitive? Well, let's see. Out of the times I played it, I've got an 83% win rate. I played it 6 times. I lost once to that Mill guy. What are you going to do against Mill, right? You got to outrace them. A good aggro deck could do it. But yeah, he had a lot of good stuff for pushing me back. Was it fun? I found it to be extraordinarily fun. And is there a theme? You betcha. Goblin City, baby. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to rate this deck an A+. A+. Now, I feel kind of inky saying that because, it's not something I found from somebody else. I just put it together myself. So I played it 6 times. But, from the results I have so far, a #1 deck, superstar, right? So I guess that's all there is to it. If you end up playing this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, don't let the door hit ya where the good Lord split ya. See ya.